Alright, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own companies. That way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players with us tonight, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturdays. That way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol. And they're dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with tonight's game. And we begin where we left off. You have reached Atravenza, specifically the Dark Ward Leaf, and had passed through the city gates by talking with the Cypress Briggs. And while it was perhaps a bit difficult to get past them due to their inquisitive nature, with a promise from Cecil to, with a request to Cecil for them to come, for you to come and play our bongos for the Cypress Briggs and their colleagues, you were allowed passage into the city. And now it is to try and find Festrian, as, well, you know that she is somewhere in the city. But here is the efforts of finding out where. So, as we settle in, the three of you, with Ulcus, Ansel, Lorcan, and Ron, what are you doing?
Where do we think a hag might go here?
Well, she went to go find someone called Morphle.
Definitely ask her about that. She might know to shop in town. You know, that's a pretty common practice.
It's a city. It's full of urchins, tavern keeps, criers, busybodies, and perhaps even shadier avenues that you could search as well.
Certainly got a couple names. We can start asking around. I'm sure, you know, one way or another, we start asking, people might come to us.
Should also think about, you know, how long we might be in the city. If we need a place to stay.
Yeah, be smart. Remember the rules, of course.
Right. The rules that I totally remember.
The rules that we all went over and wrote down together.
Right.
And immediately broke.
Those rules.
Hold on. Now, that wasn't entirely my fault.
It's okay, it worked out.
Alright, so what are we thinking first?
What kind of inhabitants of the city are we looking at? All fey creatures?
Yeah, they're all fey. Most of them are dark fey creatures, so that means that they tend to grow and live within the domain of night. However, there are other creatures that have traversed here. Most of them take up residence in the that aren't dark fey creatures take residence in the dark ward leaf.
So are we sticking out?
No. Some there are you stick out more than other people, but creatures that some are dark fey creatures, others have immigrated from other places in the Vales, take up residence in the dark ward leaf underneath, so the bottom half of Atravenza. So you would see that there are some figures here that remind you of Wintervale and other places, and perhaps other areas of Vale de Fera. It's pretty diverse down here.
Well, I feel like if we're looking for information and a place to stay, best place to start would be some sort of tavern.
Okay. So, easy enough you can find a tavern down here, and let's see if we can get you a tavern name.
Uranus.
Right?
Like jokes.
No.
Sapphire Mondays.
There is, you find the Precious Heart is a tavern that you find quite quickly. Seems fairly good. You see that it looks folksy, a little snug from the outside. Wooden carvings make up most of the outer structure of this deep red wood. But there's music. It seems that this tavern caters to bards and other performers.
Looks a good place, any.
I wonder if anyone needs any accompaniment.
My goodness, I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. So, walking in, you see that as you pass through, the doors here are very much shaped metal with colored glass, creating a very artistic and beautiful rendition of some sort of old fey tale, though it's hard to say for sure the specifics. Lots of overlap in themes and different stories, but it is beautiful. You see inside it is continuing that wooden theme, but you see that it is shaped trees that have been carved into logs to create the structural support beams here. There seems to be a decent amount of people that are seated and being served, enough that the barkeep has worked up a bit of a sweat, but still offers you a smile as you enter in and a wave.
Yeah. Wait back.
So, What do you do? Do you head over to the bar, or do you sit down at one of the other tables?
Is there a table for all of us?
There is. It's up next to the stage, so you would have a bit of the music playing like right there, but it would be able to fit your entire group, all 7.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and set up there. Sounds good.
Okay. You take your seats, and it is maybe a few minutes before there is a server who is placing down a pitcher of water and glasses. And as she looks to you all, well, lovely to see some new faces here. Have you any desires for food or anything else that I can help you out with?
Kind of looking at Bracken.
Looking around the table too. I think we're gonna be all right at the moment. Thank you, though, for your kind words.
Sure thing. If you need anything, the name's Felicity. Just call out and I'll be over here to help you.
Absolutely.
So she heads off.
She takes off. I'm gonna kind of hit myself. I did it. I said it.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it. Okay, just...
Olcus just gives you guys a look. It's hard to read, but he's giving you guys a look.
Bracken said that there were rules and we're supposed to follow them. Okay.
The rules are very important.
If
Said we're not
you're
allowed to say thank you
Or we'll be stuck
help
here forever.
anyone, or we
if
need to
you're
use the plan.
dealing with more malicious types, yes, but in the city, when you're in an establishment, the old ways are not as prominent.
Look, we'll just have to kill Felicity later. That's just how this works. I'm
You're
sorry to sign
not
us up for that.
Killing Felicity.
She's gonna curse me. She's gonna
She's
put
not-
a big fairy curse on me.
Wow.
She probably just
Wow.
wants a tip.
Tip of my firstborn. She wants
I
my...
cannot believe you're joking about curses right now.
I'm not meaning a joke. My apologies.
How quick do we think those Blackwing fairies are going to follow us here? This is pretty much the only path, wouldn't it?
Oh,
No, there was multiple caverns that you had encountered down in the glowworm caverns. Different paths.
Olcus said they wouldn't be able to follow us from scent because of that gunk.
Yeah, we might have shook him.
Let's keep an eye out just in case.
Very smart. Alright, I'm gonna pose a question here. If we're following all of Bracken's rules and whatnot, how are we supposed to, just walk up to someone on the streets and try and get information about this Marvel, or if they've seen Vestrian? Like, isn't it kind of rude interrupting someone and then, you're not telling them any names, not saying thank you?
Well,
It's simple. You give them a fake name and you go about very dainty conversation, and then at the end you say, I appreciate the information you gave me.
Well, listen, I don't think I followed a single one of Bracken's rules, and I'm still okay.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna throw all that out the window.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that I haven't followed one of them, and
No,
I'm
no,
still all
it's
right.
cool. It's cool. At the end of the day, this does seem pretty fine. I just got worried because I didn't want anyone to end up here
Oh
forever.
goodness.
Because you're all my friends, and I didn't want to lose you, and I'm very stressed, and I hate this place.
Okay.
And I
Well,
dealt with a lot of people that did that kind of stuff.
okay. Well, I want to get out of here just as much as you do. But we gotta kill Hag first. And to kill her, we have to find her. So we want to call Felicity over and try this over again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call her back over.
Felicity is, she sees you, is putting down drinks at another table. Just one moment. And as she finishes up there, still has the tray under her arm as she comes over. All right, did you decide you wanted something to eat, or
I'll have 2 ales and a daily special, please.
I'm not good at
2 ales and a daily special? All right, we can do that quite easily. What about the rest of you, if you've got anything?
ale, please.
Easy enough done.
Water would be great.
She motions to the pitcher that's on the table.
Very well. Thought it was empty.
No, it's just,
It's clear. It's just water.
I realize that it's solid metal, but no, it's quite full. If my arms to tell me anything.
Now, y'all wouldn't have rooms to rent here.
We may have a few rooms that are still open. I'll check in, and when I bring out the ale, I can let you know if it's still available.
That would be wonderful.
Okay. Both Lorcan and Ulcus at the same time will ask for if there's any stake in the house.
Wow. That's adorable.
Ulcus seems very put off by the fact that they've both come to the same idea at the same time. Lorcan seems very amused. And Felicity just takes it down. Ansel will just take an ale, and Ron will stick to the water for now. But Felicity is off, and the ale comes first, as she's just able to go over to the barkeep and get that. And she still has the tray from the other table, and so she loads that up. And as she comes back, well, I'd say that you're just in luck. We've got about 2 rooms that are still available. I can go ahead and grab the keys for you if you'd like. You know how long you'd be staying here?
We're kind of open-ended at the moment.
All right. Well, it is a gold for a room for a night, and if you're looking to stay for a whole week, we cut that a bit of a discount, and you end up paying 5 gold for the week, and onwards from there.
Guys, just want to do a week.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, I will. If you pass over the 10 gold, I'll go over and secure the keys for you and bring them back here.
Bracken would pony up 5.
Okay.
I'll give the other 5.
Alright. With the 10 gold handed over, Felicity gives a nod, heads back, comes back, and the keys that you are giving are they seem more decorative than most keys in iron, but it's shaped to have these sprawling arches on the handle, the turn, and there is it's either red jasper or some other stone, hard to say for sure, but it is right in the center, decorative, bright piece. And she drops the 2 keys on the table for you. I'll head back to the kitchen for your food orders, and it'll be out shortly. So, you have 2 keys to rooms at the Precious Heart. And those of you that ordered ale, have your ale. The set is changing. The current musicians heading off, and a small figure with fluttering wings, a fairy, you see, takes the stage, and as they do, they begin to sing, and it seems that this is the next performance, the next act on display.
Cecil, you should get up there.
Oh no.
I'm kind of itching to play along with this singer, but
I don't think that's how that works, but I think you should definitely try to get up there, you know?
well, I just had a pretty good reception outside the gate, and
See?
I think I might have fans. I don't know. I want to see how it goes with the guards if I can get a chance to go over to them. They're expecting me.
There are. It's a long sip of that ale.
I folded like cheap laundry. I just want to. I can't do hardtack and salted meat anymore. I need something else.
Olcus just takes a drink of the water and watches, like, all of you. He's very, it seems, taking in your the interactions of your group, as someone who's just kind of on the fringes of it.
Olcus, did Kiri really have missing family, or was she lying about that too?
Hard to say for sure. I definitely believed that I was doing aid, helping her find those that she was separated from. Perhaps it is truth that she was separated in an attack, but perhaps the reasons why she was separated were shrouded. I'm not one for asking many questions.
Are you interested in filling us in on why you're after Festrian too?
Roll a persuasion check. Not particularly.
Alright, that's fair, I guess. When are we gonna ask Felicity about the information we need?
I mean, she's off getting y'all's food, maybe, when she gets back.
She seems really nice. I'm sorry if I was mean to her.
Bracken, I'm sure
I'm
it's fine.
stressed. I'm sorry.
Okay. This turned into a mess real fast.
Is Bracken crying?
I
No.
think so. Yeah, he is.
He's fighting it back. He's
Roll
all
me
just-
a charisma save, please, to fight back tears.
Charisma save.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, you're doing it pretty well. Like, there's a little bit of a tremble in the voice, but the tears are just, like, moistening the eyes and not actually falling.
We're cool. We're cool. I hate this place.
I can't say I'm a big fan either. But we gotta do this job to help
Yeah.
Ollie.
Of course.
When Felicity does come back, it's a few moments, or not few moments, few minutes, and the daily special is it looks to be a rabbit stew filled with rice and different vegetables, served with a decent portion of bread and butter. The steak that Ulcus and Lurkin get is a patty of ground meat with a onion gravy atop of it, paired, of course, with a couple of vegetables as well. And Felicity puts down the food orders. Alright, I think that is everything there. If any of you others get hungry, just, call out for me. I'll be sure to hear you.
Felicity. We're meant to meet someone called Marvel. Have you heard of anybody by that name?
As she thinks it over. I don't know anyone personally by that name, but I've seen it, I think, on a shop in the city.
And whereabouts is that shop?
Oh, if you're on this road, heading from the gate, you'll want to head further in towards the city a few blocks, and then you'll take a right, and you travel about 3 blocks in before you'll hit the trades district. The marketplace is all sorts of lit up, also different people out, all throughout the time. Can't miss it, and it's somewhere in there if I'm remembering correctly.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, enjoy your food, and just if you need anything, let me know.
Bracken's digging in already.
Alright. It's a flavorful stew. Perhaps not the most gourmet, but the rabbit is fresh, and the vegetables stewed just enough that there's the slightest bite left to them, but fairly soft and palatable.
Wonderful. If anybody's thinking of the special, I highly recommend it.
Keep that in mind.
Steak's good too, Lorcan says. I mean, I'm always a fan of steak and onions, but they do it quite well here. Do you have any other conversations over your meal? And if not, do you do anything else in the Precious Heart before trying to make your way to find this figure and perhaps maybe talk around more? You know now where perhaps this Marvel figure could be, but you still don't know if Festrian is there.
Well, we have a start. I'm gonna go check out the rooms and see how we want to split up, and then we can head out once y'all are done eating.
Olcus will nod.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ron will scoot out of the table as well, standing up, looking to you, Avi. Would you like to someone to accompany you?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
So Avi and Ron head off to the check out the rooms. Which leaves Ulcus, Lorcan, Ansel, Bracken, and Cecil down with the rest of the tavern patrons and the different musicians that are playing. The fairy soon finishes their set, and well, the angelic voice falls, and the tavern chatter picks up once again. Leaves the stage empty for a bit.
Bracken's looking over at Cecil.
What is this, like a open stage kind of thing? Do you sign up?
I don't know. I don't
This
think
is
there's
your
any
place,
reason.
man.
Nah. Just because I'm from here, I lived in this city all my life, and this is the tavern I've been to.
Well,
No,
you were a
I
heck of a
don't
lot
know.
closer than I was.
Look, I highly doubt anyone would turn down some free talent. Get a warm up in, have some fun with it. Yeah.
You could just ask the tavern key, Ansel says as he looks back at the man.
And how fun would that be?
You think I have talent, Bracken?
Yeah, sure. That's one thing we can call it.
Look, I've been telling you all this time, Cecil. You've got talent on them things.
Alright, I've heard enough. I'm gonna rummage through my pack and get my bongos out, and I'm gonna stand up, like, either, I'm not very tall, so either in my chair,
Under
or...
the table, I'm gonna fist bump Lorcan.
He fist bumps back. He believes this is entirely genuine. He thinks that Cecil's got so much talent when it comes to the bongos.
So I'm gonna kind of raise them up as high as I can, and kind of wave them around to get the barkeep's attention.
Cool. Just roll me a charisma check, please.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah. He gives you a thumbs up and a hand to go onto the stage.
Oh boy.
I will make my way to the stage.
Alright.
Is it very crowded in here?
It's not very crowded. There's definitely people here. But it's not like it's packed or anything.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna kind of keep the bongos above my head and kind of squeeze through. Artist coming through.
Some people look aside, look down, and because you're quite a bit shorter than them, but they let you in, past, and you can make your way up to the stage. The stage is lifted above the rest of the ground, so you've got small stairs leading up to it. But now that you're here, everyone in the tavern, should they turn toward the stage, would be able to see you. From the performances that you've heard so far, the sound carries out without needing any sort of. The acoustics here are very good.
Okay.
So
Please tell me
Okay.
a spotlight hits my man.
it is well lit up on the stage front. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes and take a deep breath and just say, "You can do this. You can do this. You can do this."
8 Mile yourself for a bongo sesh.
And I'm just gonna let whatever rhythm flows through my hand, just let it out.
All right. Performance check, please.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
It's not horrible. And you're actually doing fairly good. There are a few moments where it doesn't seem to quite hit with people. But, no one throws any tomatoes at you. You're not getting a shepherd's cane off the stage. The conversations continue. No one's stopping to listen to you play, much like the Cypress Briggs did. You're doing all right.
All right. Well, I'll take my time and make sure I stay on tempo. And then I'll wrap it up and hop on down off the stage.
You get a few claps as you come down the stage. Not like a full roar of applause, but definitely some people appreciated it. It seems.
Well, if I had a confidence stat, I'd say I'm like +4 right now.
All right, hell yeah. As Cecil rejoins the rest of your table, we'll shift our viewpoint. Avi, you have the keys.
Sure do.
You and Ron have been directed where the rooms are, and it's up a small staircase to the back. It seems that it leads to an area where the tavern and inn have been separated by a wall. You can still kind of hear the tavern and what sounds like bongo playing. But easy enough to find your rooms with the keys. It has the numbers etched into the rod, and the two rooms are across the hall from each other. So they're not right next to each other, but close enough. And fairly spacious. You've got a one room looks to be a room that is typically for a family, as it's got a double bed and a bed that is the size of a child, for medium-sized humanoids and other creatures, with a water station in here. The other room seems to have 2 single-sized beds for humanoids with a water station, and plenty of room in between if any of your group has bed rolls with them to rest and lay down as well. It's not like it's a tight-packed room. There's room to move.
Gotcha. I mean, splitting us down the middle. I mean, one room's gonna have 5 of us, but or 4. It should be kind of comfortable.
It is better than sleeping outside, I will say.
That is true.
Or in the caves.
I don't want to think about it.
Do you have a preference of which room you would like to take?
Whichever one you're in.
She smiles and brings you closer. And the two of you just kind of have a moment there. We can decide with everybody, but I too would like whatever room you are in.
Alright.
By the time you are done checking out the rooms, when you return, Cecil is getting off the stage with his bongos, with a broad smile on his face. Reflecting that +4 confidence.
Do I see Avi?
Yeah, you would see Avi and Ron.
I'm gonna shout from wherever I am. Avi, you missed a great performance!
Oh no.
Lorcan, tell her.
Ron, we missed it.
Yeah, he's got. He had like half the people here giving an applause afterwards. It was.
You're kidding.
Did you
Half
hear
of
that?
them?
Half. Did you hear that? Applause.
I don't know what to say.
No booze whatsoever.
I'm just imagining that Cecil's tours suck at Fulmar because of the unappreciated dessert bongos.
The unappreciated dessert.
I'll tell you that the main thing Cecil got out of that is that they didn't stop him.
Which means he's getting better.
If he does it enough, he's got to get proficiency sometime, right?
You let me know when, okay?
I'll let you know, and I'll keep track of it.
I mean, I feel like you would have to do some studying of music theory to get that proficiency.
Nah, this is all
whatever.
natural,
I'm not.
dude.
I'm not
It's
the
a
GM.
bongo. How
There's a lot.
Whoa, hang on.
Yeah, you go into any jazz club. There's a lot of nuances to playing a bongo, especially if you're doing spoken word with it. Ooh, boy.
It seems that I've upsetted the bongo fandom, so
Yeah, clearly.
They're
You're about
here.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
You're about to get canceled on bongo Twitter.
so you guys come together.
Yes, we do.
What are you guys doing now? You've checked out rooms, you've had a successful bongo session.
Got a
We'll
meal.
head out to the trades market.
Huh? You can definitely start asking around.
Perhaps, if there's any thieves you can find about, they may know specifics.
Oh. Yeah, of course, thieves.
Olcus doesn't say anything in response.
Mm-mm. All right, well let's head out and see what we can cook up.
Okay. So, as you head out and you do make your way into Ostravenge's marketplace in the Dark Ward Leaf, let's see if we can get some marketplace sounds. Don't like that one. So, Yeah. You guys make it to the marketplace. What are you doing?
Trying to follow Felicity's instructions on where to go.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're in the marketplace, which is where she was able to direct you guys to.
Is there anyone who looks like they're an experienced shopper that we could ask?
Insight check.
I'm looking for shady customers hanging out on the sides.
Another insight check then, for people who are shady.
Abby kind of has a double motive. She's looking for someone who's selling like notebooks or like writing type things, and we'll ask them.
Let me actually move to this. Get a different, alright, so, as you are moving about in the, with the people here, moving through the areas, oh, did it not come through with our insights? Yeah, it was, no, it rolled. My thing was slow. Cecil, you do find someone who, to you, seems an experienced shopper. They seem to have their own hand-woven bags that they carry with them, as well as a list that they look up and look about for whatever it is that they need.
Can I ask them if they've heard of the shop?
As you approach, you ask if they've heard of a shop called Marfels?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that I have. But tell me, do you know of a shop around here that sells a opal tea?
Nope, first time around these parts.
Oh.
Bone opal tea?
As you say this, Bracken, the figure looks over to you. I guess all I have on my sheet is opal tea.
Nah, I couldn't tell you, sorry.
Oh. Well, thank you. If I can see a shop and I spot you again, I'll let you know and point you in that direction.
Likewise.
The shopper heads back into the crowd, still looking a bit confused between the paper and everything on display. Avi?
Mm-hmm.
You do find a market stall that has all sorts of books and journals and writing utensils that are on display. The Harker that brings attention to the shop, calls the prize selling point this ever-changing ink for any color.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll walk over. I'm not looking for any
Okay.
to write it in something to write with.
Yeah. They have pens, they have quills, they've got all sorts of different utensils for if anyone is proficient in calligrapher's tools, uses for that, different inks and different quality of parchments and papers and books.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up just a plain old journal and pen.
A lovely selection that you've got there. Perfect for any starter in the arts of the written word.
Sure, yeah. Just, I have a lot of feelings I need to get out somewhere. I'll tell you what, I am looking for another shop. It's called Markle's.
Yes, Madame Marful's Quizzical Curiosities.
You know where about it is?
Yes, if you continue on the main path of the Trades Road, it will take you into an area. You'll want to turn off one of the side roads, about perhaps maybe 3 minutes down if you're walking. It's a little dark in the alley, but you should be able to see the sign for the shop.
Well, that's lovely. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
How much is this?
The pen will run you about 2 silver and the journal 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna give him a gold piece because he also gave me information.
Okay. He puts it into the lockbox and gives you a nod for your business. Bracken, easily enough, you know where to look to find a shady creature. People here, it's people that you are accustomed to dealing with. And as you make your way over, it is a young fey creature. Hard to say for sure, male or female, and if they are any elven or just fey, as they're watching the crowd. But they definitely catch your eye as someone a little bit more involved in perhaps things not seen under the light of day.
Hey.
They startle. Hi.
You want to help a friend out? Maybe make a couple quick coin?
Depends. What are you looking for?
Yeah, just someone to talk to about things around. I'm a little new to town.
You look it.
Yeah, thanks. What do you know about Marfles?
Go ahead, give me a persuasion check, please. Look, if you're gonna be wanting information about Marvels, you're either gonna have to pay up now or get lost.
Yeah?
Yeah, I ain't getting involved in that. Not without good cause.
I'll look left, I'll look right. Does he have anyone with him?
None that you can see currently, but go ahead if you would like to take a closer, like a deeper look. That'll be a perception check. There are people nearby down the alley that may be his crew.
That's serious, huh?
Look, there's a lot of nasty things that happen here in Atravenza, and Marful is a nasty thing that happens in Atravenza.
Alright. Alright. How much?
100 gold.
You busted me here. Come on.
Look,
I'm new to town. I'm not new to money.
Marful is something else, and if you're looking for it, go ahead, roll a persuasion check. Alright, alright. You're new to town. I'll cut you some slack. And we will come back to the slack that is being cut here very shortly. We are going to take a quick ad break. So stick around. We'll chat about all the crazy things that are happening, all the crazy things that may come. But we will pick up with our action very shortly. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back, and Bracken, you are talking with this Fey thief figure about Marful and learning that it is some business that they'd rather not get involved with. All right, I'll cut you some slack. 65 gold.
30.
50.
40.
45.
Hard 40, and that's more than you make in this day right now.
Not with Marful. I'm not going lower than 45.
Alright, fine. 45.
So, do you hand over the 45?
I'll show it to him.
Persuasion check. He just holds his hand out.
You gotta give me something here. I have the money. I'm giving it to you.
Look. If word gets out that I'm talking about Marful, it's my hide. So I'd like some reason to be risking it ahead of time.
Alright, fine. Here, how about we do it this way? I'll give him 20 gold now. the rest when you tell me.
All right. And he pockets the 20 first. Whatever Morphel's got going on, she's got more than just the curiosity shop. People go in there. People that ain't right. Illusion magic's a lot of it heavy. And some of them, they just disappear inside. Word is that she's running a hag spa out of the back.
You know how to get into that?
Does he know how to get into that?
Huh? No.
Do I look like a hag to you? I've no reason to get in there.
Well, it's clear you're hearing a lot of things. You might hear about that too.
Look, there's a handful of them here in the Dark Ward. You know things. You know where people tend to go missing because they're a little too close to things that aren't good for you. A lot of good
Alright.
fae has gone missing because they needed one thing or another.
Well, how about this? If you don't know how to get in, you know someone who does.
I don't mess around with hags.
I know you, that's fine. You know where we can find one. We'll deal with it.
I'm sure that if you start looking around and causing a mess, you can do that, but I try and keep away from areas that are known to have hags, which are usually the areas that are hosting hag spas in the back. If you're set on going to Marfel's, well, just keep on the main road. You'll be able to spot its sign down one of the alleys.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. And I'll give him the other 25 and pleasure talking. Have a good one.
He takes it, doesn't say anything back to you, and heads back to his crew, keeping his eye on you. You're easily able to reconvene with your companions, share the information that you've gotten. If anyone in the revelation of a hag spa would like to roll a history or an arcana check, see if you've heard this before.
Let me say no.
So, yeah, Bracken, you've heard of a hag spa before. A hag spa is a den where hags gather, rather reluctantly. I hope you're proud of that one.
Always.
They gather rather reluctantly to share knowledge and aid one another at the cost of expensive materials. These often include soul gems, soul ash, or other ritual components that are difficult to acquire. The dens are almost always under the facade of another mercantile activity to allow them to take advantage of careless, curious visitors and include offerings such as travel guides, dream readers, and fortune tellers.
I'll meet up with my group. So, we got an idea of where we're going?
Yeah. I know
What you
where
got?
it is. Well, I went and I bought a journal, and the guy told me exactly where the shop was. So.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
which shop are you guys going to?
Marvels.
Ooh, okay, we gotta be careful about that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole reason we're here, Bracken.
Yeah, I know. Word on the street, she's running a hag spa, you know?
Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
So, what? They just kind of getting their nails done in the back? Or...
Nah, nothing like that. It's pretty rough. It's, keeps them young and keeps others dead.
Okay. Well, then we'll be careful.
Alright then. I'm just
No.
wanting you all to know.
Fine.
No.
They're
Bracken,
fine.
is this the type of establishment we wouldn't get in trouble for you know, roughing the place up?
I mean, on the books, yes, but if it got exposed as a hag spa, probably not.
All right.
So, something to keep in mind. Probable cause, all that.
Bracken, as this happens, can you give me an insight check?
Insight check.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, the only problem you could really probably have is with the authorities if you rough up a shop, and if it's revealed that it's a hag spa, that can probably be brushed aside.
What's the worst that could happen?
If we get into trouble, I'll just whip the bongos out.
Yeah, just play us a song.
Mm.
You're the bongo man.
Mm-hmm.
Mesmer,
Play us a song tonight.
That's...
anytime you want.
Melody.
Well, I've only got 2 tones, so it's not going to be much of a melody.
You guys feeling all right?
I need to go home.
Please, we have to stop there.
Yeah, no, I think that's about fair use as we get.
Well, to at least check it out. And,
I'm sure we can, get some answers.
yeah. At least scope it out. Gather a plan.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, as you are moving through the area, you do see about 3 minutes down the road estimation of the journal salesman. You do see down one of the side alleyways, it is dimly lit and seems haunted, where it looks like there seems to be some more shops. And we'll see something here real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Avi,
Mm-hmm.
you would be able to spot a sign, iron, that says Madame Arfol's quizzical curiosities, that sort of creaks in the wind.
Well, there it is. Not even slightly unsettling.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
As you move down the street, you see that it is situated between a tavern full of ogres and half-giants. It is massive and loud as you pass by, and on the other side looks to be a library that seems to be catered towards witches and other practitioners of more esoteric magics.
Well, let's pop in.
How do we want to go about this? Do we want to, be nice, or do we want to, start busting up the place, or?
Well, let's be nice at first. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, if she's working with hags, there might be a chance she's gonna smell this curse on me.
Here, I'll tell
Or,
you what.
no, whatever.
Let's go about it this way. You take lead, and when you want me to start throwing fists, you let me know.
Oh, sure. Yeah, throw me in front. Absolutely.
What? You want to? This is your play. This is your op.
Is it? But see, I'm not the only one here.
I know. That's why we got your back. We're your friends.
Okay.
Just let us know how you want this handled, because we want to make sure things go right by you.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Got it.
Hey, we got
What?
your back. All right.
I know you do. You've said that.
Okay.
Just preferred if you had my front, and then I'm gonna walk in.
All right. If you want me to go in first, I'll go.
You
in
told
first.
me to take point. I'm taking point, and I'm gonna walk.
I'll
out
walk.
the door.
I'm gonna walk past both of them and just go in.
Not what I meant. You know it.
I'm already inside.
I'll follow.
Okay.
him.
As you enter in to the oddity shop, there is a figure that you see at the there's a figure you see immediately at the counter. She has deep orange skin and curling horns. Her hair is tangled and gray, and she looks to be a young hag as she is perusing through a heavy tome.
I will make very brief eye contact with her and then just pick a random direction and to go and start browsing like I know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I'll do the same thing, but go the opposite direction.
Okay. You see that there are all sorts of materials, containers, and implements related to Hag's Wreath here, and other just small trinkets and charms that are presented as, abilities to help those that protect against dream eating and other strange things that you notice here. As you guys are looking in either direction, not only is there the figure at the front who is reading the tome, but there is other figures that are present here as well, if you could call them that. You see Bracken, the hand of dismembered from a troll. In the stub of the forearm is an eye. Cecil, you see a foot dismembered, a troll's foot, and in the lower leg stump, just where the shin would be, is an eye that has been implanted there.
Does this place smell?
It smells of different herbs and alchemist stuff and wood, but nothing like rot.
I'm just gonna try and not cough.
Okay. Olcus is very tense as he's staying near the rest of everybody.
Is there like another doorway behind the hag at the counter?
Give a give me a perception check, please. You don't see a door back there.
So this is just a one-room place that we can see.
From what you can tell. There could be, you know, a doorway that leads to the back of shop that is hidden somewhere else, out of view, but from where you're looking around, you don't see anything.
Okay, I'll just keep browsing.
What about Avi? What is Avi doing?
Oh, I'm just kind of sticking close to everyone, trying not to make myself too conspicuous. I'm very nervous.
Okay. You're able to look around and browse, and really it seems like a curiosity shop. There's different oddities that are on display, most dealing with hagsry in some form or fashion. You see a small setup in the back that has curtains around a table where fortune telling can be done. It looks like perhaps if you ignore the fact that this could be potentially a hag spa, it could be an interesting spot.
I really don't know what to do here. Well, I mean, we can't go up and ask her questions, so she'll just know exactly what we're getting up to.
Well,
I mean, I'm just gonna put this out here. So what does she know we're getting up to? Do you think all hags, you know, all aligned with each other? This is Marvel places, not Festrians.
Maybe we can try and get her to send Vestrian out to us. Say that we're hired guards to escort Vestrian to the next spot she's going to.
I mean, I am pretty good at lying.
yeah,
I don't think.
I thought that was the thing. I thought we were just gonna lie to a hag.
Oh yeah, that'll. This is gonna go great.
If all else fails, I'll just point to my bongo.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, sure, because that will help.
My man
I'm
got
gonna-
half an audience clapping for him today at a midday, midweek show.
Half was a
That's right.
generous estimation on Lorcan's part.
Cecil believes them completely.
Oh yeah, for
8
sure.
people, man. So good.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'll walk up to the front, to the lady.
She looks up from her tome after you've stood there for like a second. Hi. Do you want to make a purchase?
No, I don't.
Are you looking for fortune tellings or dream readings?
I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all?
Mm-hmm. An old friend, and I've heard she might be here.
The younger hag seems to be waiting to see if you will offer more.
Name's Festrian.
I may have seen her. What's it worth to you?
Well, not really that much, but I really would like to find her.
How much would finding her be worth?
Like I said, not much.
Well, then, not much isn't really an offer for business. And she goes back to reading her tome.
Good grief, how much do you want?
How much are you willing to put on the table?
50 gold.
Could you do 60?
You do 55.
55. Not really. Not really willing to put my job on the line for 55.
Oh, but 60, that's...
She'll swipe up the 60 if you put it on the table.
Yeah.
Well then, let's keep things civil. I'd rather not have a mess in my employer's shop. And you see that her eyes immediately go over towards Bracken, who just seems to have an air of
He's like tossing an urn up and down, like
Yeah.
checking its weight.
Can you please put that down unless you're planning on purchasing it?
What's it do?
It'll curse you if you don't pay for it.
Put it down.
That I'll put it back. That didn't really answer my question, but all right.
She mutters something under her breath. If any of you speak Sylvan,
I do.
it's something about children being left to roam freely.
In in Sylvan, I'll respond something along the lines of glass houses and rocks.
She seems impressed that you know Sylvan. It's very base impressed, but she begins to lead Avi back towards a portion of the back of shop. And the hand and foot come sort of stomping over and Hangnail, Toe Jam, watch the shop. And so they go back instead of following after her to keep an eye on the storefront while she brings you back. Bracken, Cecil, do you follow where Avi and this hag are
Yeah.
going?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Behind one of the tapestries that hang as decoration on the wall, she opens it up, and there is a staff-only door. And opening that leads a hallway back here is all sorts of storage and other things, but she comes to what looks to be a doorway, but there's no handle, no locks that you can see. And then she brings you can see a special ring on her finger that has a thorn. And as she pricks it, blood begins to well on her fingertip. And she marks a rune on this door. And it opens. Always nice to deal with civilized figures. Don't disturb the peace. She gives a heavy look to all of you. And then she leaves. Heads back as she needs to watch the shop, as it seems that is where her interests truly lie. And you have a secret tunnel ahead of you.
Through the mountain?
Do you head down?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Do I have any secret tunnel sounds?
No, pretty good song about a secret tunnel.
No, we don't need a secret tunnel song. Okay. Entering into the underground warrens, you see, there are 4 tunnels that branch out, and go ahead, well, first roll for me stealth checks, because I'm assuming you guys don't want to be caught down here.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that what a no-no I heard? Oh no,
It's not that bad.
Oh no. It wasn't a horrible oh no sound, it was just an oh no. Let's see how your NPCs are doing. Oof, it's a little rough. As you guys are looking about in the... Again, there's 4 tunnels that break apart. Perception check, please. It is Cecil and Avi that spot this. Almost as soon as they're looking over at your group, as you guys try to quickly move to the sides. There are these thick, multi-limbed tree stumps that are wandering up and down the tunnels. This specifically the 4, and then around in this massive one tunnel that connects them all. And one of them has sort of turned in your direction and seems curious as to what it may have perceived. If anyone would like to roll for me, Arcana or Nature. Yeah, you all recognize what this is. This is a blight stump. Blight stumps, thick, multi-limbed tree stumps corrupted by hag's blood, infested with carnivorous insects crawling over the ground with several roots to serve as its feet. You know that in a battle, they tend to try and use their roots to entangle their perceived enemies. before any sort of attacks go forward. However, Cecil, you know a little bit more about blight stumps. They have a very weak sense of hearing, but they can sense magic and body heat, which may be what they're looking at to see what they may have noticed before. What do you guys do?
Did we move?
Do we?
I mean, should we get out of here, or are we gonna go through them, or?
I mean, we're down here. We got down. We might as well go through 'em at this point, right?
I don't see the point in turning back now.
So are you going to engage the blight stump?
Told us not.
Yeah.
Told us not to disturb the peace.
I mean, this isn't really the piece at this point. We're down a cave.
All right, I'm following your lead.
There isn't any way around the stump, is there?
You could wait, like, they're doing patrols. It just seems interested in what it may have seen, but you guys hid. It just, did you hide well or not? So it may come to investigate. It may leave you if you
Is there,
give it
like,
some
a
time to
rock
wait.
Pebble around?
Yeah, there would be rocks or pebbles around.
Can I take just like a fist-sized rock and like throw it the opposite direction of us?
You could. I would say that Cecil, you would be able to see this, and because you know that they don't have the best sense of hearing, you can, tell that to Bracken before he throws it.
Yeah, Bracken, I don't think that's going to do much good.
Okay,
I probably
here's
won't hear
one
it.
for you. What if I hit it on the side of its head with a rock so it think it came from another direction?
You're going to try and set up some sort of ricochet shot.
Well, just kind of ping this thing over the head with a rock, but we could set it up with however
Or we
crazy,
can,
fancy Sylvan words we want.
or we can just wait and see if it moves on.
Over here saying ricochet.
Good grief.
Just going to pat Bracken on the head.
I will say,
I'll put the rock down.
if you guys are gonna wait, another stealth check.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Oh no! Oh. It's okay. As you are, it is a group check. This is correct. There's a moment, Cecil, where it looks like the blight stump is about to turn, and you kind of move from where you had been up against the wall and are preparing to move further in, and the blight stump stops again, and you freeze. You're out in the open, and it's very much a moment of, if you don't move, they can't see you. But the blight stump doesn't turn to face you and continues on its patrol. So you will have to keep the fact that there are 2 blight stumps on patrol here as you are investigating the area. But you have 4 tunnels that you can choose to investigate. And Festrian should be in one of them.
Okay. Can I make like an insight check to see if I feel I pulled down a certain one.
Sure. Give me an insight check. There's not so much a directional pool. It's very much just the similar sense that you got at the castle, where the essence is present. You know that Festrian is here somewhere, but there's no direct sort of tethering to.
Okay.
Can we hear anything from any of the directions?
Perception check.
Oh.
Cecil, there is what sounds like, some sort of bubbling that comes from almost all of the tunnels. The only one that doesn't seem to have is one of the center ones. But there is muttering coming from the ones on the right as well. So it seems that most of the 4 tunnels are occupied in some sense.
I will communicate that to everyone else.
Well, we just want to pick one.
Yeah, let's just get busy.
Here, I'll roll a d4. So we go down the third one.
Okay. As you move down the third one, I will say you can do a stealth check to move past the light stumps, or an insight check to gauge when there will be an opening. Alright. Going off that insight, you wait for an opening before you progress forward, and as you enter into the third, so you see a figure in there with dark blue skin. It almost looks gray, or the color of a bruise, this purplish tone, in a mud wrap. This does not look like Festrian.
Okay.
Does she have cucumber eyes?
She's definitely got something on her eyes. It's not cucumber. And there is a heavy sniff in the air. What are you doing here? I did not ask for any sort of refreshments.
Terribly sorry, just sending a check on you.
Deception check.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Martha didn't tell me that she was allowing morsels to work. Thanks, for. I'll have to complain about that later.
Just from the temp agency, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone now.
Bringing in the temp agency, no.
Times are tough.
Sorry, I'm just trying to catch a 9 to 5.
So you're able to head out. Where do you go next?
Do the same thing.
Yeah, just go down the second tunnel.
Alright. Stealth check to move past the blight stumps, or an insight check to wait for an opening? First the ovens, now the tubs.
It's amazing.
There's a moment where you have to stop Bracken from walking out in the path of a blight stump, but otherwise you guys are able to move. The second tunnel that you enter into is empty. There are no hags.
Great. All right, y'all pick the next one.
Let's go with number 4.
Okay. Stealth checks or insights to wait for an opening.
Ooh.
As you wait for an opening, Bracken's trying to sneak past one, and you hold your breath because it looks for a moment that Bracken is about to be caught, but you did wait enough time that it seems to have gotten past the immediate visuals. In the fourth one, you see floating in a tub of thick water. You smell the intense scent of salt and brine. A spindly hag creature of blue skin with green patchwork areas, and this is not Festrian. But the figure looks up and smiles with sharpened teeth. Ooh, you are interesting.
Don't try to be. I'm just here to see if you need anything.
Well, need is a interesting terminology. I would like to get to know you better.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm just here doing my job. Do you need anything to drink? Any snacks?
Deception check.
Oh my gosh.
No interest there. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem.
And your friend. And the hag's eyes in the water turn to Cecil and to Bracken.
What about my
we're-
friends?
We're from the temp agency.
I'm an intern.
Deception check.
Oh my goodness.
Her eyes settle on you, Bracken. Are you
He's my intern. I'm his intern.
Are you sure I can't get to know you better?
Unfortunately, I'm a little busy today, ma'am. I apologize.
Persuasion check.
Dude.
How unfortunate. And she just keeps her eyes on you, but doesn't seem to press the conversation further.
All right.
Bracken runs out of the room.
Yeah, we'll leave you to your
He just books it.
bath. And
Yeah. She
don't
begins
think
to
He's not gonna make it.
stir the water. Just watching after Bracken. Doesn't even really seem to pay attention to you at all anymore, Avi.
okay.
So, there is
I'm so scared that would have the hots for me.
one tunnel left, but you still have to make it past the blight stumps.
Okay.
Stealth or an insight.
Whew.
Surely.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Alright. It's not a natural one.
No, it isn't.
That is.
Oh no!
Oh no.
It's okay. Your NPC group rolled a not 20, so it cancels each other out.
Oh, thank you.
Thank God for group checks, right? So as you guys move past, there's a moment where Avi, your heart begins to beat a little faster as it seems that your call on moving through was it is very close, and that Bracken might be caught, but Bracken stealth spy without issue, and the rest of you follow, and you come down the first tunnel, and this is the hag spa that you can see Festrian, or at least that Festrian must be within. It's hard to say for sure, as the entrance is covered in a long drape of Colgrin skin, giving some privacy.
Gross.
But as you move past the spotted leather, you can see Festrian relaxing in a large iron cauldron filled with blood. Pads of bone sliced sit over her eyes as she lazily drags her fingers through the blood she is soaking within.
Terribly sorry to disturb you.
There's a humming noise, as she says, in response. Almost as if she's acknowledging you, but not speaking.
You really just gonna sit there?
She begins to laugh at this point, and as she begins to stand up, ready for the fight. We're going to roll initiatives. So, it'll be Bracken, Avi, and then Cecil, and then bam. So, Bracken, you are the first to act. What would you like to do?
Well, we're just gonna punch her in the tub, I guess.
Okay.
Just up. Never mind. No, we're not. Does a 10 hit?
Unfortunately, the 10 does not hit as you go to do a first punch.
After that, we're just gonna go ahead and take a patient defense. We see where our roll in this one's gonna be.
Okay.
Rolls have not been coming.
So, oh no, Sirenscape. As you take that patient defense, waiting, the cackling of this hag starting to fill the spa. Avi, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Mind Spike. I need a wisdom save.
Okay. That is a 15.
That's a failure.
Okay.
She'll take 23 psychic damage.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna know where she is as long as I keep her concentration.
What was that spell?
Mine's back.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Sounds good. Cecil, it's your turn.
I'd like to swing at her with my warhammer, please.
Okay,
Can I get into a flank with Bracken?
you can.
It's big. Natural 20.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty good.
So, something you all would have noticed, but becomes very prominent with Cecil's attacks is with each damage that Festrian takes here, you see a crack in her form, like clay breaking in the mind from the spike, and on the body where the warhammer had made impact. Cecil, do you do anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. I need, as the cackling reaches a crescendo, everybody to make for me a dexterity saving throw. Oh no.
Oh, peaceful.
The body of Festrian, you see, shrivels and melts, the cackling becoming a sort of catalyst, a screech as the blood pool explodes outwards, coating the entirety of the room in this sticky acid, which most of you are able to avoid. However, Cecil, you are drenched in it and will take 15 points of acid damage. And are, again, you're coated in it. The rest of the figures here are sort of a bit shocked, looking around at what may have happened when you hear Ulcus, "Oh, you," and he's looking up at the ceiling. Bracken, it is your turn.
We're gonna try again.
There is no Festrian. Festrian melted into the blood pool and exploded.
Got it. Scatter.
You're running?
I mean, we gotta. What's the plan here?
You heard that Ulcus saw something. He looked up at the ceiling and he was upset.
Okay, in that case, we will also look up.
You see where her hand is extended and the other holds her staff and some of the vines up in the tunnels. Kiri seemed to have been controlling the Festrian double. It seems that
Right.
Festrian was a construct, not the true one. And Kiri gives you a bit of a wave.
Cool.
Do you do
How
anything?
far up is Kiri?
She's on the ceiling, so she's about 10 feet up.
Well, can't fly no more, so that's no good. Team, are we gonna book it, or how do we want to do this?
I think we should deal with her.
We've come this
Okay.
far.
Cool. Already in action for when she's able to get in range.
Okay. So, as you wait, it is Kiri's turn, and she drops from the ceiling with a little bit of flair and will immediately summon her Cogrin to her aid.
Is that her getting in range?
No, she just drops from the ceiling.
Yeah.
She doesn't close distance with anyone. Grumble, tumble, come on, boys. And her two Cogrin are present now. And Avi, it's your turn.
Cool. Two big boys make me con saves.
Sure thing. Grumble gets an 18,
Okay.
and Tumble gets an 8.
Tumble's blinded.
Okay. So,
Ooh, I'm gonna quicken spell Fireball aimed at Kiri.
okay.
Ooh, that's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit Kiri.
Oh, 15 fire.
Alright, she hisses, and her eyes turn over from where Bracken is to you, Avi. Anything else?
That's it.
Our Cogrin are gonna go, and they will stumble forward towards Bracken. One blinded, the other one is just moving in. So we have 2 attacks against Bracken. A 9 on the first attack. And then on the second is a 16.
That means.
Alright. With a lovely 16 points of bludgeoning damage as the massive fist hits into you.
I'll scarf that.
Okay, so the scarf comes up. And you're able to protect. And then it is Cecil, your turn.
Can I go into the range of the Cogrins?
Yes.
I will attack the one that just attacked.
Oh,
Bracken.
at the start of your turn, can you remake me your deck save?
Oh no.
That's another 9 points of acid damage. But, you can hit the one, you can go after the one that hit Bracken, which is the one that's blinded, so you have advantage.
Cool.
Alright. 2 heavy swings, great hits. Anything else from you, Cecil?
That's it.
Alrighty. With that, it is going to be our NPCs go, and we will have, it's going to be Lorcan who's going to act, and Lorcan's going to take a shot at Kiri. His first arrow misses, but the second one finds a hit. Alrighty. And that's it for our NPCs. As Bracken, we come to your turn.
Absolutely. We're gonna try to close in on Kiri. Can I get a flank on?
Alright, you do have 2 Cogrin that you'd have to leave melee of.
I'm cool with that.
Alright, cool. They will try and take attacks of opportunity. or at least the one will. That's a 23.
That'll hit.
And he's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you leave this guy. The blinded one does not take the attack of opportunity. But you do close distance on Kiri.
Yep. And can I get that flank as well?
There's no one in...
Oh, that's right. It was a shot. My bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Both of those hit.
On the second hit of that, I'm going to spend a superiority die and a key point. I'm going to go for a trip attack and a stunning strike.
Okay. So, let's get some damage rolls.
Yep. Oh wait, whoops. 1, 2, and then the D8 of the superiority die. That'll be 17 points of damage, and I need a. Sure. I believe it's a con save and a attack is a strength save.
Alright, she gets a 16 on this strength.
Okay, that passes.
And then for the con is a 5.
That is a stun.
Alright, so Kiri is stunned.
I am then going to. We will bonus attack or bonus action flurry. On stun, is that an advantage or no?
It is advantage on stunned.
Excellent. Roll. Alright, 15 to hit.
Both of those hit.
And that will be 16 more damage.
Kiri is looking very rough at this moment. Her body is locked up tight underneath the stun. And with that, Avi, we do come to your turn.
Yeah, okay. Need that information from her. But I don't want to talk to her, so I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
There we go.
Okay. You cast Detect Thoughts and are immediately pushing in, yeah?
Oh yeah.
That is going to be an 18.
It just passes.
So,
Okay, everything's fine.
any,
Everything's yeah, no, that's it.
alright. Cogrin are running off of the same orders that they had before, but now that Cecil is gone, they turn, or not Cecil, now that Bracken's gone, they turn towards Cecil, or at least the one that can see, definitely turns toward you. The other is flailing wildly about. Actually, he wouldn't be blinded anymore, would he?
Why would he not be blinded?
Is blinded a concentration?
No.
Oh, okay.
We can make the con save at the end of this turn, I believe.
Alright, no worries. We'll do that. That is a natural 1 from him. So, Cecil, you're fine there. But now we have Grumble going after you. With a 17 to hit Cecil.
Miss.
Alright. You move out of the way, and that is it for our Cogrin. And Cecil, it is your turn.
I'll swing back at the same one.
Alright,
Blinded one, right?
the blinded one. So, attacks towards Tumble.
Does 17 hit?
17 will hit. Tumble is looking very rough here. And
Do you still need a deck save for me?
oh yes, that's at the start of your turn. I keep forgetting that. Everything's usually at the end.
15.
15 would be enough. You are fine, and you wipe the acid off of you before it can burn.
Cool. That's it.
All right, it's our NPCs go, and it's going to be Ulcus, who he's going to take out his blade. He has a hunter's knife. He's going to rush in and will provide the help action for Bracken as he keeps an eye out for any other threats that may come in. And with that, we are going to take a quick break here in our combat and watch a bit of have a bit of an ad break here, and we'll come right back into what's going on. But we will see you shortly here in just a moment. Alright, we're jumping back into our combat. We've got Kiri, we've got Grumble, we've got Tumble, and Kiri's stunned, looking real rough. Tumble's blind, looking real tough, and Grumble's just vibing out, it seems. But we're back at the top of the round. Bracken, you're right in front of Kiri. What are you doing? You do have help from Ulcus as well.
Bracken's gonna try to get Kiri in a Oldefera chokehold.
Okay.
So we're gonna go for. I guess that's what would that be? An unarmed strike to grapple?
Athletics check to grapple. You have advantage. She's stunned.
Oh yeah, that's right. 18.
She can't fight back. She's stunned.
Perfect.
Do you do anything else?
No, I will just hold her in a chokehold and try to get her to stop all this silliness, all this nonsense.
Cool. As Kiri, her turn comes forward, and she is no longer stunned. She is going to use her action here to change shape. And her form begins to move through magic and slips out of your hold. And she takes on the form of a fox and growls at you. What?
Sorry, I missed. Do I still have her grappling?
No, she's moved out of your grasp with the change shape. She's still in the same area. You just because you were holding human-shaped Kiri, and now she's a lot smaller.
Fox shape. Yep.
Yeah. She slips through, but she's growling at you. But that is her action. That's all she can do.
Cool.
Avi,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Okay, it's Grumble that's not blinded.
Grumble is not blinded.
Cool. Can Grumble make me another con save?
Sure. That's a 19.
Oh my goodness, Grumble is he's a tough boy.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. You know what? We can spell another firebolt.
Okay.
And we're gonna throw it at Grumble.
Okay.
That's a 24.
24 definitely hits Grumble.
Cool. 7 fire.
All enemies have been damaged at this point. Anything else from you, Avi?
No, that's it.
It's our Cogrins go. Tumble is still just swinging wildly, hoping that he hits something. And something that is close by would happen to be Cecil. Oh, I rolled that wrong. That is supposed to be... That's a 12.
No.
And then, Grumble, does not like being cast at, doesn't really care for fire, is going to look at you, Avi. And he lets out this howl. I need everyone, Bracken, Cecil and Avi to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm just sourpuss.
Avi and Bracken, you are frightened of the Cogrin, of specifically Grumble, until the end of Grumble's next turn.
Okay.
So, if you are within 30 feet of Grumble, which both of you would be, you must use all of your movement on your turn to get away, as far away as possible.
Cool.
I have advantage on frightened.
Okay. Avi, you are frightened of Grumble.
Cool.
But that's it for Grumble and Tumble, and Cecil, it is your turn.
Which one of these guys is really looking rough?
That would be Tumble, the blinded one.
Alright, I'll attack Tumble.
Go for it.
He's still blinded, yeah?
Oh yeah, still blinded.
That's a tough deal for him.
Tumble goes down. Tumble tumbles. And falls.
Okay, I'm gonna use Second Wind.
Okay. As you call on that well of health inside of you, and you bring yourself back up. Anything else on your turn, Cecil?
That's it.
Alright. Our NPCs are going to go, and Ansel is going to... Ansel's going to do a Sacred Flame for Grumble. And Grumble fails, so Ansel's Sacred Flame goes through.
That's a good thing. Why are you?
I know, because he keeps succeeding on the saves that I make him make.
He's good at con. I don't know what to tell you. He's real hardy. And with that, Bracken, it is your turn. You've got a Fox Kiri in front of you, growling.
I'm going to strike out with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I still have advantage? Or did they jump out of that range from where I was getting the help action?
So the help action would have been for your next roll. So it's help action's gone.
Right. My brain's all sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
22, 15.
22 and 15 both hit.
Back. 21 points of damage.
Alright. And with that, something interesting happens here. Even as you try and pull your punches to keep that non-lethal, it seems that her body gets to a point where it's so weakened that there is a shriek, and you see from the body that shifts out of the fox's form, her spirit that is pulled, clawing, and then through the wall at the back of the chamber.
Uh-oh.
If anyone would like to roll for me an Arcana, or... No, I would say Arcana check here, with their reaction. Avi and Bracken, this means that Kiri was bound, and could have been bound to Festrian, especially if that's what you're feeling, this sensation, Avi, and that her soul has been captured by the hag, which means that Festrian is still nearby.
Well,
And you
if she
ha-
went through the wall, we could chase it down. I mean, not chase it down, but through the wall.
Right. So you've got a direction as it went through the wall, but you'll have to do... you still have Grumble here to take care of.
That's a good point. In that case, I will use my movement and then bonus action flurry of blows on him.
Okay.
Cecil's fighting Grumble, right?
Cecil is nearby Grumble, yes. Grumble has been taking some hits at Cecil, so there is an open flank.
Beautiful. That's what we will do. That's an 11 with advantage.
An 11 just hits.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't have armor.
Alright, that'll be,
Alright.
7 points. 14.
Okay.
Matt.
With that, Avi,
Yep.
it is your turn.
I gotta move away from Grumble.
You do have to move away from Grumble, and I do believe that you have to finish that move before you can do any of your actions.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna move away from Grumble.
Yeah.
Am I out of the room?
You would move out just beyond where the Cogran skin is.
Uh-huh.
So you have that blocking your viewpoint, and you've used all of your movement.
You know what? I'm just gonna vibe here for a little bit, I think.
Just vibe here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get paid enough for this.
That damn temp agency. We love temp agencies. So
Do that 9 to 5.
anything else on your turn, Avi?
No.
Alright. Grumble is going to take a swing out, and this time at Bracken as you just hit him. With an 11.
Nope.
So you're able to catch the attack before it actually lands on you, and Cecil, we come to your turn. You are in a flank.
I will attack this large lad.
Go for it. Grumble's looking real bad. But still looking. And it's at this point that Ron is going to move back towards where Avi ran, and will take a defensive action prepared, so that way if anything comes towards Avi, she'll step in and protect. And Bracken, we come back to your turn.
Ouch. Oh, there's one.
Hell yeah.
Ah, nice.
13, so those all hit. That. And add 8 to it, so that's 19 points of damage.
And that is a Cogran down.
Nice.
So you are no longer bound to initiative. And Avi, you're no longer frightened.
Okay.
You're able to come back in.
Alright, well, she's nearby. We gotta move quick.
She's nearby. You have to move quick. Go ahead. Why don't you roll for me investigation checks? Oh no, Bracken!
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Avi and Cecil, you find that there is a secret door at the back of the chamber, and you are looking. You see that there is a gnarled root nearby that seems to be able to be twisted.
Yeah, I'll move to twist that thing to open the door.
The door does open, and you see on the other side of the doorway what looks to be a laboratory. And you see, as you head down, there's a portion of it that is home to all sorts of creatures that are put up in little cages to hold them, and all sorts of tables full of experimentations and alchemies and notes. And a few of them have been released, as you see that someone, likely Festrian, has made their way through and released creatures, perhaps to slow you down. As you're looking at this, anyone who wants to, as you try to figure this out, roll me an insight check. It's easy enough to slay them as they stand in your way, but perhaps these creatures can be tricked back into their cages.
I can't believe we got past that huge monster.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah,
No
both
sweat.
of those. Now, if we were any smaller, I don't know if we would have made it out of there.
Oh, but we handled that no trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, they did see which way we ran, so.
Deception checks. I will say you all can each make one, or someone can have advantage.
Oh.
Oh,
Go on, Cecil.
Hey, what's up?
Hey! Hey!
hey.
You see between the mean locks and the madcaps that were looking about, kind of peer beyond you. Perhaps some of them flinch as they hear steps that may or may not be existing in their minds. And they scurry off into their cages and keep their eyes out, peering for this massive monster.
Keep on moving.
You keep on moving. This laboratory leads to a door, and the door is closed.
Locked?
Do you go to investigate?
My goodness, yeah.
It doesn't seem locked, but it does seem barricaded from the other side.
Oh, not good. Hmm.
Hey, easy.
I mean, if anyone's good at, like, the kicking down the doors, perhaps now would be the
Oh,
time.
That's not me. I'm not strong.
Can I use my warhammer?
Sure.
Oh.
As you say that, there's just like a flying kick from behind where Bracken hits the door.
Oh,
20 definitely hits. Would you like to roll damage?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, there's a bit of splintering, and as your kick goes through and as the splinter of the door, you see a bit of vine that comes through to fill the hole.
Well, okay. She's definitely over there.
Well, then we need to get in.
Yeah. Cecil, you said something about Warhammer. You want to give it a crack?
sure.
Was that a pun?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Was it?
Crack.
The
Doors.
world may never know.
Does a 12 hit a door?
A 12, it hits the door but does not seem to impart any damage. Perhaps maybe the vines on the other side are holding it intact.
Yeah,
Alright,
that makes me
alright.
feel better.
On 3, ready? We'll hit it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
15 and 23 both hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. As the vines try to fill the hole that has been created here, you do see that there has been a table placed in front of the door as the barricade, and that Festrian is waiting inside further.
You want to talk or you want to do this?
And then the vines fill the hole.
I guess we gotta do this. And we'll
Is there any door left?
There's still some there, like the vines are creating the door. Working. Oh, all right, hold on. Why don't we try shoving the door and move the table on the other side? Cause like, the smashing is working, but then the vines are coming in and filling the hole and making the door a door again.
All right, we'll try it that way. We'll give it a shove.
All right. Athletics checks then. Alright. As Lorcan, Bracken, and Cecil attempt to shove the door, it does, you feel push, and as the door snaps through, some of the vines snapping as well, trying to smack down at you as they flail, you're able to get into the next room. And there is Festrian, in the midst of this laboratory, with a hexbone wand held in her hand, ready to go. She does not seem that she is one to talk. And we're rolling initiatives.
Do we see Kiri's soul floating around?
No. It may have been consumed already.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
Alright, so bam, 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 bam. So, as we begin, let's get some battle music going on here. We start off with we start off with a Avi. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Well, there you go.
Whispers begin to peer in and sort of pick at your existence almost. You hear many different whispers, but none of them sink their claws in as you are able to push aside the spell that Festrian begins to cast at you. And it is now your turn, Avi.
Right. Can she make me a wisdom save?
She can. That's a 5.
Right. Ooh. That's 30 psychic damage. And
Oof.
yeah. I'm gonna use that orb too.
Ooh, okay.
So she'll subtract 2d4 from her next saving throw.
2d4 from the next save.
On top of me knowing wherever she is, as long as concentration is maintained.
Sounds good. Bracken, it is your go.
I wonder what we're gonna do then. We're gonna move in and set up for a flank should anyone want to take it, and we're gonna go punch.
Go for it.
11 and 13.
A 13 and 11 do not hit, unfortunately.
Awesome. We will patient defense.
All right, as you take.
And then we will also. Oh wait, is this? No, that's a separate bonus action. Okay, never mind.
All right, so as you take that patient defense, Bracken, waiting and being ready to move, Ulcus rushes in. blade in hand and is going for an attack. Unfortunately, the first attack does not hit, but he has a second dagger that he draws forth from his belt and goes in, which does hit. And that'll be pretty good damage there. And then Cecil, it is your turn.
Cool. I would like to attack Festrian. Can I get into a flank? Is there enough room?
Yes, you can flank with either Bracken or Ulcus, because Ulcus did not take Bracken's flank.
Bracket.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, for sure.
$17.
17 just hits.
Big damage.
Hell yeah. Unlike the first time you had struck Festrian, when it was that creature, the construct that turned into the acid, this one doesn't crack, and you think that this has to be the real Festrian. Anything else on your turn, Cecil?
That's it for now.
Okay, it is Festrian's go. And now, Bracken, I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Am I scared?
You hear whispers around you that speak in Festrian's voice, some of them about poor training, poor upbringing, but none of them sink their claws into you as you resist the spell. And yeah, that's all she'll do this turn. Avi, it is your turn.
Cool. Could be fun. Could you make me a con save?
That is a 16.
She's blinded.
Estrian is blinded. At the end of Avi's turn, or at the end of that, Avi, do you do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Bracken, we come to your turn.
Yeah. We're gonna go for.
Yeah, those both hit.
There's that. And then we will bonus action. Can you give me a wisdom save? Off chance this works.
9?
Hell yeah. They have disadvantage attacking anyone but me till my turn.
Well, I mean, disadvantage anyway, she's blinded, but yeah, okay.
Even better.
Even better. Oh, better.
Yes, I taunt them.
You taunt her. Alright. Our NPCs are gonna come up, and Ron is going to provide the help action for Avi. Cecil, it's your turn.
I will attack.
Go for an attack.
That's a good one.
Hell yeah.
$16.
16, unfortunately, just misses.
Okay, I will action surge.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Heck yeah.
Not great damage.
So, with that, you see as your hammer comes down twice more that it brings Festrian's body down as well. Speckles of blood falling, and you all would feel the heavy presence in the room as a new shadow comes across the floors from the doorway behind you. And here you see a old hag, disformed, disfigured, gray skins. And as the figure looks to you all, what have we here?
We're from the temp agency.
You can tell the figure is of immense power, and she breathes the air in. You are affected, afflicted. She looks straight at you, Neri, or not Neri, Avi.
Yeah.
We can settle your invasion amicably. Hand Festrian into my care, and we overlook this slight against my privacy.
Can we get what we came here to do done first?
I mean, will that accomplish the goal that we set out to accomplish?
Tell Mother Marful your goal, afflicted one.
Rid me of this curse.
It wouldn't, but Festrian has been troublesome. I can extract the seed in exchange for this favor.
Now you understand that I'm a little wary of making deals when this one went sour.
No extenuating circumstances. You hand over Festrian now, and I release you of your bonds and send you on your way.
Done.
So, as Marful moves forward, she holds up one of her hands, and you see it's trunk-like, this tree, and her fingers begin to sprout forward in jagged and twisted small twigs and branches that move through your throat down to extract the seed. As it pulls it out, you do cough from the lack of space to breathe, but you feel the relief as the burden is lifted from you. And Avi, you are free of your curse. As Marful's dirt-caked form descends upon the broken Festrian, she allows you all to leave her hag spawn. And as you return to the streets of Ostravenza, that is where we will end our session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I will see you guys in the next stream. But until then, head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. See all the fun things we've got going on. All the ways you can find us on the internet. That's wildewitch.com. While you're on the internet, you can check out Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone played during dramatically appropriate times. Everything that they can offer you and your table is at their website, sirenscape.com. With that, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. And for those of you that stay around, we're going to do a little bit of a raid here. So, see you guys in the next one. And who do we got going live here, doing some Dungeons and Dragons? Let's get these guys. And countdown going to... Bam.